So good morning and welcome to Breaking Dawn this morning, people. It is Wednesday. And of course, it being Wednesday, we have Passage on in the second half of the second hour. Good morning to the regional viewers, everybody watching us internationally. I do hope everybody had a terrific night. We had a busy day yesterday. Yesterday was Carnival Tuesday here in Antigua. And this morning, while we were out yesterday, bringing the coverage to you guys, this morning we have Baba will be joining us, otherwise known as Doc, and D Life will also be joining us with him around 7 o'clock, right? So that's the top of the hour. And then we have Pastor John. So in this first hour, we'll get through as much as we can via the phone lines. We do ask that you keep your calls short and to the point this morning. I don't want to go overextended. We went pretty long with some of the calls yesterday. I don't want to do that this morning, all right? I must say this as a start the show this morning. Antigua Carnival seems to be growing. I remember last year we were here, and to me, like, the bands were bigger. All right. Not like by tens of thousands of people, but bigger by a little. But there is growth, and that's the point. So kudos to the festivals committee, and of course Antigua Tourism Committee, ministry, sorry, for doing a terrific job as usual. And again, for another year, bringing us here to help promote the carnival that is held here in Antigua. All right, now every carnival around the Caribbean usually has their own little flavor and own little touch, as every island will implement those things into their carnival. Last night I remember we was going home and we were asking Johnny what today is going to be like, right? Because it's not tied into Easter and the Lenten season like in Trinidad. All of these other festivals, they are not tied into that. So yeah, I think what did Johnny say? That today people just rock back? Right. It's not an official holiday or anything like that, but people just rock back today and chill out. All right, much as they do in Trinidad and Tobago on Ash Wednesday, where about 70 or 80% of people don't show up for work, and most children don't go to school. All right? Now, let's get into some of the headlines and some of the things that will be up for discussion this morning. And as we get into those headlines, I see here Hilton, the Hilton headline. So Hilton warns of September 18th exit as lease agreement yet to be finalized. ETEC, however, is saying that talks remain active and there is no closure decision that has been made yet. So until a decision is made, this is just talks and speculation and all kind of thing. If conversations are going on, I would imagine that those conversations will take place and some sort of agreement will be met at the end of the negotiation period. All right? So I ain't dwelling too much on that. Alleged 6-gang leader among 5 named in latest PDOs. So, alleged 6-gang leader Shaquille O'Neal, also known as Shaq, is among 5 people named in the latest preventive detention orders published in the Trinidad and Tobago Gazette. The Gazette published detention orders for O'Neal, Andre Villafana, Stephan Alexander, Blossom Keisha Cesar, and Alva Daly. And the orders signed by Minister of Homeland Security Roger Alexander on various dates set out the intelligence used to justify the detentions. Now, once again, more people held on PDOs. I just trying to figure out, right? All the people who's making noise about PDOs here today, right? In the public space and all the conversations taking place. Has it dawned on you yet that of all the people on PDOs, right? Near 500 of them, or thereabouts, right? Your murder rate has dropped in half. So a simple calculation tells me that basically they have some of the right people detained. right? And that is why your murder rate dropped in half. There is another element of the crime fighting that they're looking to implement, which is the 30 police posts, which of course has sparked a conversation like everything else that they've tried to do. So we'll get into that now. I tell you, that's how they do like the president of El Salvador, build a prison, and everybody that suspected of being a gang, in a gang, just lock them up and put them in prison. And you go see how safe Trinidad and Tobago get. We go hear the critic, and we go hear all the critics too on human rights. I'll get to this one in a little bit. That's an interesting one. Sturge rejects Zozo claims as experts weigh police army post. Defense Minister Wayne Sturge has rejected the opposition's claim that the government's planned rollout of 30 police army posts across Trinidad and Tobago is an introduction of the zones of special operation, insisting the initiative is focused on delivering measurable results in the fight against crime. I'll come back to that. Let me get to the next one. Kamala and Beckles clash over joint police army posts. So Prime Minister Kamala Persad-Bissessar and opposition leader Penelope Beckles are clashing over the government's plan to establish 30 joint police and army posts across the country. Beckles is questioning the legality, the funding and effectiveness of the initiative, while Persad-Bissessar is accusing People's National Movement of standing in the way of efforts to dismantle the drug trade. The government intends to establish a joint Trinidad and Tobago Police Service and Trinidad and Tobago Defense Force post over the next 4 months as part of its crime-fighting strategy. All right? And of course, the opposition describes this as a knee-jerk reaction to mounting public concern over crime. Well, to start with, the opposition should be last to talk about mounting, what she say? Mounting public concern about crime. 577, 599, 624. That was the last 3 years of your administration. If I go back to Martin Joseph days, 550, 508. You all have never handled crime in any way that we could describe as even kind of successful. You all are total failures when it comes to crime. And well, since the dismantling of CPEP and so on and so forth, where we see where the money was going, we could understand why. Right? So, you all didn't know what to do. And your plan in government for 10 years was to do nothing. Was to take taxpayers' dollars and fund gangs and give it to gangs under the guise of the CPEP contractors and things of that nature. Right? That was all the plan. And everything spiraled out of control because you did nothing. So, we could sit down here and we could argue about state of emergency. I do not think the state of emergency is affecting anybody negatively unless you're in crime. If you are not in crime and you're a law-abiding citizen, the World Cup come and gone. All the bars were packed with people, right? Drinking and having a time and supporting the team, right? The line's still going on our weekend, right? I am very sure that over the long weekend period, well, not long weekend, it wasn't a long weekend, it was just Emancipation Day, the holiday, the Saturday, and so on and so forth. People were moving freely and so on and so forth, right? So, and that is the case. There is no restriction on your freedom of movement and things like that. But you have people being held and they're being held under PDOs and so on and so forth. But if you are law-abiding citizens, you have no problem with crime, with SOE and so on and so forth. Now, is it a good look globally in terms of maybe the stability of the country and so on and so forth? No, because we have been under extended state of emergencies. But lest we forget, they did have a plan after the first state of emergency, and it was rejected. And that was his also. And I said then, and I'm still saying now, I will support this also. because there were three elements in that ZOSO, the third being the most important one, where the government would have been obligated to go in and fix those communities from the inside out. But all they didn't want that. And the amazing thing in that rejection of the ZOSO is that this wasn't the first time the ZOSO was coming. The blueprint was made in Jamaica and had success. But wait is all the rejected saying. The police go have too much powers. The police go have too much powers. And abuse of power and all kind of nonsense. It's as if all they do want the problem solved. I am sorry, but if you're dealing with gangs, you have to deal with them in a very, very draconian way sometimes, regardless of whatever all they think. Just look at El Salvador. El Salvador is one of the most dangerous places on the planet. And the leader and the president decided, listen, we go and build a prison. And once you have your tattoos and your this and your that and the other and this gang, and we suspect you have been in a gang, we lock you up and put you inside of there. El Salvador right now is one of the safest countries in the world. Because all of them lock up. So make up all their mind what they want for Trinidad and Tobago. And all they know me, I've always said it. If you leave it to me, I deal with it real dread. Because you cannot be pussyfooting a wrong crime. When you have a problem where you have over 600 murders in an island with 1.3 million people, and your murder rate is 624, and 599, and 577, and they probably had another 500 inside of there too, in the last 10-year period. Right? When you have a murder rate that high, and you have gang issues, and you have high-powered rifles out on the streets, and men gunning on each other like it's nothing, how you expect to deal with it? Look now. People just pretend like they know what they have to do, you know. And then when they do nothing, complaining. Like I said, damned if you do, damned if you don't. It's as simple as that. Let me just do this final one here because we're 15 minutes past. I'll take the break and come back and take the calls. Back to hard labor. Convicted inmates to clean up public spaces. All right. Homeland Security Minister Roger Alexander says the government will reintroduce a program requiring convicted prisoners sentenced to hard labor to participate in public cleanup exercises as part of its crime prevention strategy. Announcing the initiative during a community cleanup exercise by workers of the NPOPS program in Tunapuna yesterday, Alexander said inmates serving hard labor sentences would once again be deployed to assist in maintaining public spaces, arguing that the current system does not reflect the true meaning of hard labor. He said, you know what is hard labor in the jail right now? A man smoking, he on the phone, he on the internet, and all these things. That's not hard labor. Asked when the program will begin, he replied, quote, we're about movements. Let me use these words, movementations, but don't Google it. He argued that the program could also support rehabilitation by allowing inmates to demonstrate positive behavior before returning to society. This is nothing strange. This is nothing out of the ordinary. These are strategies that have been used in other countries all over the world where you're sentenced to hard labor and you actually do the hard labor. Right? So I don't see no problem with it. I think as far as rehabilitation goes in terms of the prison system, I think that we need proper prison reform. I think that the Minister of Justice is heading in the right direction with the parole bill and all of the other legislation that he's put forward. And I don't see anything wrong with this. I don't know about you. but you could add your thoughts after the break. All right? So, we go into the break. As we go to the break, I want to remind you guys about Set Viola board. Let's get the set here. Set has, of course, the Holistic Health Clinic. And it's all about nutritional therapy, drug-free, supplement-free. All right, so book an appointment today and reverse your diseases naturally. And, of course, from cancer, diabetes, digestive disorders, hypertension, cardiovascular diseases, and more. Set is the man for that. That's that AI picture I said. I know watch it, you know. I know watch it. I know realize what's going on, you know, because usually I sit on the monitor now, but you know, my eyes. Yeah, boy, that AI. But Seth, you're gonna take a picture. Anyway, of course, Seth is also the author of You Are Not Sick, You Are Malnourished. He has his own book out. So you can order the book as well as book a consultation by calling 279-3935 or 7611952. If you're interested in the book, you can pick it up at RIK bookstores nationwide. Also, Amazon, Gumroad has a digital copy, and you can pick it up if you're in Tobago at Nelson's. All right? Nice one. And we also have Chef Shiraz. Chef has the Asian cuisine cooking course and, of course, the baking and cake decorating courses. These courses start on August the 8th. Today is the 5th. All right? So that is this Saturday. He has the courses going on. We'll have him and a few other chefs coming on next week, Friday, to talk about some of the other things that the Chef Shiraz Culinary Academy is doing. But for now, you could sign up for these courses by calling 3724639 or 7375097. Give him a call today. Book your registration. Well, get registered for either one of these courses or maybe both of them. And yeah, start your journey in the culinary arts today at the Chef Shiraz Culinary Academy. Big up, Chef, man. All right, so with that, we're 19 minutes past the hour, 6 o'clock. Like I said, we have guests coming in at the top of the hour. We also have Pastor John at 7:35. So we're going to take the break. And when we come back from the break, we'll open the phone line, take your calls, and get your thoughts on these prison inmates that will be subjected to hard labor in the form of cleaning up Trinidad and Tobago, as well as your thoughts on those police posts and this whole, I don't know, back and forth between the government and the opposition. We'll get all the thoughts on that when we return. Don't go anywhere. Breaking On continues after this. Oi!
Every day, we're expected to show up for each other, for ourselves. What people don't see is everything that keeps us going. Because staying in the game isn't about one big moment. It's about showing up again and again and again.
Attention all bakers, doubles vendors, roti makers. Try Chic Lisha high quality, unbleached, bromate free, all purpose and whole wheat flour. Bleached flour and bromate flour is treated with chemicals that can cause cancer, and this is banned in Europe and many other countries. Chic Lisha flour offers a healthier option, being that it's unbleached and bromate free. It also has a finer grain and a softer texture, lower priced and conveniently packaged in 2 pound, 2 kg, 10 kg and 25 kg bags. Available at groceries and supermarkets. For wholesale and retail prices, contact Chic Lisha Limited at 665-3336 or 480-8715 or visit them at Warrenville, Canupia. Chic Lisha Limited. Quality you can trust.
Every day at the castle, long before we open our doors, our work begins. Our famous seasonings are mixed in advance. We select our fresh chicken parts and prep our delicious sides. Then we fire up the fryers and rotisserie oven. Everything is made with tasty local herbs, spices, and the same long-loved recipe since 1968. So, when you come in, remember that we uphold our culture and our taste. Just for you. We are your Royal Castle.
Year's birthday celebration presents a church fundraiser talent show, The Talent Within. Join us on Saturday the 29th of August at 6:30 p.m. at the San Juan Revival Ministries. Do you have a talent waiting to be discovered? Then this is your time to shine. Amazing cash prizes. First place, 5,000. Second place, 3,000. Third place, 2,000. Fourth place, 1,500. And fifth place, $1,000. There also be lots of exciting door prizes to be won. Tickets are only $100. Featuring special guest performances by Blessed Messenger and Minister Sean Daniel. Don't miss this spectacular evening of talent, entertainment, and fellowship. For more information, call 490-6760 or 332-6880. The Talent Within, where gifts are revealed and stars are born.
At Adams Optical, we care for your vision with everything from stylish frames, contact lenses, and sunglasses, starting at just $595, to advanced eye care services. We also diagnose and manage conditions like glaucoma and cataracts with our in-house ophthalmologist. Additional services include OCT, VFT, and cataract surgeries. Visit us at San Fernando, Chaguanas, or Rio Claro.
If you want to be a better chef at home or advance your professional career,
Chef Shiraz Culinary Academy is the best place to be.
some of the courses that we offer here at the Academy: Creative National Cuisine 1 and 2, Baking and Pastry 1 and 2, Kids Summer Cooking Classes, one-day classes at the workshop. We have Asian cooking classes and certificate in culinary arts, food lovers and professionals.
Start your culinary journey today with us at the Chef Shiraz Culinary Academy.
Master Ganesh Bhargav offers powerful guidance for all kinds of life problems, doubts, confusion, protection needs, and clarity. His astrology practice comes from a powerful ancestral tribal lineage with over 500 years of astrological and spiritual practice. Bhargavji does not dominate or pressure clients. Instead, he focuses on fixing problems with care and balance. His reunion love spells and death reversal spells are designed to restore harmony and provide lifetime protection. This is not individual effort alone, but collective spiritual power working for you. Many clients notice strong positive changes within a few sessions. Call +1 868 347 2350.
Welcome to Zambrano's Learning Academy. We are more than just a preschool. We are a family-oriented early childhood center where children are loved, nurtured, and inspired to grow. We'd like to think of ourselves as a safe space. From the moment a family joins our community, our hope is that they feel welcomed, safe, secured, and truly at home. By cultivating positive partnership, education becomes a journey best traveled together. We understand that every child is unique with their own strengths, interests, personality, and learning styles. That is why we believe every child has potential, and our role is to nurture their curiosity, confidence, independence, and love of learning so that they can thrive both in school and life. Using meaningful experiences, hands-on explorations, and proven educational practices, we create and develop a genuine love for learning. Our goal is to help children become confident, capable, independent learners who are prepared for an ever-changing world. We focus on developing the whole child by supporting not only academic growth, but also social-emotional development, problem-solving skills, resilience, and character. Most importantly, we believe that when children feel valued, connected, and understood, they thrive. Enrollment is ongoing at this time. You can contact us at 689-1345. We invite you to experience the warm partnership and sense of belonging at Zambrano's Learning Academy.
All right, people, so we're back. And as we return, like I said, we're going to go to the phone lines. We have two very interesting situations here. We have this whole back and forth over these 30 police posts, where they're trying to say it's going to be like the Zoso. I would imagine that there might be some elements of a Zoso inside of there because you have joint patrols between police and army, and that was part of the Zoso, was to implement joint police and army patrols and so on and so forth in specific communities and extract gang members. Not that one. You could put better probably the prime minister and the opposition leader spying. Yeah, probably that one. Right? Um yeah. So there was an element of that there. They extract the gangs and so on and so forth. They remain in the community to ensure that gangs don't pop back up in the community again. And then the third part of this also was where you would have these a committee formed to deal with, social well-being and mental issues and community development and things like that. I thought that was perfect. But they didn't want that. Right? So I don't know what it is we want. I just don't know what we want. Or maybe Ole could tell me. Morning. Yeah, morning. Oh, God, Lord. Yeah, go ahead. Give us your thoughts. We also have the prisoners that will be utilized to clean up, in terms of a cleanup campaign. Not campaign, but, oh God, as part of a prison reform initiative to have these prisoners that are sentenced to hard labor. There are also plans by Alexander to put them out to actually do hard labor through these cleanup initiatives. Yeah, caller. You mute yourself again? I gotta call you mutiny. Oh God, but I gotta go to our next call. Because I can't wait for you to unmute yourself. Yeah, morning.
Stefan, good
Yes, dear,
morning.
go
How
ahead.
are you? Yes, so Stefan, in relation to police posts, right?
Yeah.
Well, there are already police posts in the country with a physical building and stuff, so I don't know what will be the arrangements for these types. You understand? But police posts generally, as you said yesterday, remember, it has to do with detection and prosecution.
Yes.
The police posts in the country, right? They do not sorry, yeah, my volume was up. Yeah.
Go ahead.
They do not prosecute matters. They do not take reports then.
Yeah.
You have to go to the main station in the district to make your report subsequently or for it to be investigated.
Right.
And it's like, if you have the personnel and the resources, why isn't it utilized more? Bring out the personnel, patrol the streets, do what you have to do, detect crime and infractions of the law. You understand?
Okay.
And yes, I don't see it. It is, if you have those resources at hand, then it should be utilized. SOE or ZOZO, notwithstanding. You understand?
Right.
And this thing about the prisoners, yeah, it's internationally used and stuff, but if persons could escape from the detention centers and so, right? How are they controlling persons coming out on the street to work? You understand what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah,
No problem.
I don't want to be, I don't want to be so dim about it, but that's how it is.
All right, cool, no
Thank you,
problem.
thanks.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's an obvious concern. But in terms of that concern, I am very sure that there will be things in place to deal with that. Morning.
Morning. The opposition is to oppose. And in opposing, it helps you not to adjust yourself to make the system better. But from as long as we know, police stations were located in villages or cities or towns or whatever it is, to make them now convenient that people now could go to these stations and do what they have to do. However, crime has increased. And even with a state of emergency, the crime, although it has gone down, we're still not feeling comfortable or we're still not feeling safe. So any strategy is to put the police in a position which part know you can reach them or they can reach you faster is a good idea. So when they oppose, they oppose for opposing sake. And I don't see anything wrong in they opposing because they will have their say, the government will have their way, and things will happen. As far as the hard labor issue is concerned, that was warranted for years. And remember, you should talk about painting up the villages, painting up the schools and the area to make it look nice. And if you could use these not so bad criminals to come outside and do these things and even join them in fixing up the village and have it looking nice, Trinidad would be a nicer place. And people need to look at life from a positive view and not only negative and pull long. And it's all right to pull long and cry down and everything. That's just a view. And they're in the minority, so why worry? Let me have a nice Trinidad and Tobago.
All right, no problem. Going again. Yeah, morning. Morning. Mute your television, caller. I can't go through that this morning. Hello, good morning. I tell you, I'm on speed this morning. Morning,
Stephan.
Yeah.
Well, part of the whole thing is that we have to understand something. Part of policing is a visual part as well. I've always made this reference with America. When you're watching TV, you figure police are around every corner in America, but it's not really so. But because they're so visual, they're always in sight. The idea or the perception is that there's always police around, and this is what we have to create also in Trinidad and Tobago.
Yeah.
You have to do people policing as well. If the police are wrong and they're accessible and people can access them and they could build that trust with the communities. You understand? These things, these police and army joint posts could work. It's not about letting people or let bandits know where they are, putting them. It is about visual. It's about getting the police outside there so that they could be around and inside the communities, so they could build that trust. It's not going to happen overnight. Everybody knows be saying that, but yet still, everybody want the government to fix crime in 2 days, 10 days, a year. It ain't going to happen. It's over 20, 30 years we heading on this road.
Yeah.
It ain't going to happen in 2 days, you know. So you have to applaud any effort any government makes to do things like this that is different. You understand? Whether it's going to work, time is going to tell. Have a good one, Stephan.
All right, no problem. Yeah. Let me try him again. Morning. Hello.
So you have to applaud any effort any government.
Morning. You have to mute your television, Chief.
Morning.
Yeah, mute your TV when you're calling in. We hearing all you were going on the TV and you waiting there on the phone. You had to listen on your phone. Yeah, go ahead.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yes, Stephan. Yes, Stephan. I was amazed. I was amazed to hear the comment that all them police posts, mostly on the PNM areas. You know that woman will get more crazy. She might have been sentenced right now. She just got confused. But the idea behind it is that when those people leave up where they come from, the PNM areas, and go down on this side, when you hear the whole them, when you think where they be from, it's not from the area, you know, they just be from away, they just leave and come down here. So the setup was a nice setup. All they want to kill all themselves in all their constituency. All they're coming down here and do what all they want. And this is the problem right now. They got to fight among themselves. And I want she to be around here too, and let she fight among herself too, and I quote it. And I think that is a good move, and that is a move that to try to fix Trinidad and Tobago. She made me feel upset yesterday with the Selma after she was talking, because all that she was saying just fall back down on your face. You come like you look up on the sky and you spit, and you fall back right back down in your face. I just feel shame for that woman, the most disgraceful woman it have in this country. She naughty.
No, all right.
The point is, she should have been sticking with Bissessor and trying to help the position to get everything fixed done. So later on that if Bissessor should be moved, you will come in there. She moves like
I mean, hush mouth. Have a nice day, Stephan.
Yeah. That is not opposition have to oppose. They're gonna oppose. But I don't mind you opposing it, no, but you must have merit to work with now. Morning.
Morning, Stephan.
Yeah.
Stephan, you know, Jesus decided that he was going to come back. And he said he ain't taking no chances because if he come and he align himself around the UNC, well, they go crucify him again. Because let me tell you something, no matter what you do in Trinidad and Tobago, once the PNM government and the supporters not in office, that means that it come like you thieving from the country. Because just imagine what the discussion we talking about here now. Begging people to live good. Begging people to don't commit crime. Our government spending millions and millions of dollars in resources of the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago to try to tell we, hey, hear what? Why we killing each other? Why we invading people's homes? And you see this narrative about unemployment and thing hard and thing. Remember, when it had all these programs, the murder toll was the highest. You understand? It had all the 50,000 people who they say was employed under CPEP and URP and thing. The murder toll then was the highest in the history of Trinidad and Tobago. So that done dotish narrative where they're trying to portray that because of hardship and no CPEP and thing, people committing crime and the poor. Since they closed down CPEP, it's probably a year now. How much people right now we see starving and dying because they couldn't put food on the table? And that's the narrative that here what they're taking away bread from poor people's mouth and they can't feed their children and thing.
Well, interestingly enough, right, as you mentioned that, right?
Yeah.
Didn't they say it was about 30 or 40,000 people that were put on the breadline?
Well, I hear it was like more like 60, 70,000.
Well, let me work with the 30 to 40,000 30 to 40,000 number, right?
Yeah.
We working with that number, right?
Yeah.
If it is 30 to 40,000 people were displaced, according to the PNM, when CPEP and URP were shut down and forestry division and everything, how come the CSO saying that only 5,900 people unemployed?
Well, like again,
shouldn't it be 20-something thousand people or 30,000 people?
Most likely. Well, unless my maths kind of.
So they were saying, right? They were saying yesterday the maths not adding up. You understand what I'm saying?
Well, it's not adding up for people who could sit down and be critical in their thinking, but it definitely works out that 1 + 1 = 7 under the eyes of people like Fitzgerald Hines and Colin Burt and these people and them and thing, and these the people who just push the narrative for the followers to clap and support and we know of the government and the government can handle deal with this kind of thing again and they clap and they celebrate. You understand? And then they come in and complaining here when the same thing that it was clapping for and this government decide that here what we're going to try to restructure this thing. We're going to weed off all the corruption and thing and see how we could benefit the people who did these little jobs and thing to give them a better salary. You know, they have a big issue with that. You understand? So, like I say, Jesus, hold a little straight. Don't come back yet because trust me, that yellow robe that you might be wearing, later stuff. Take care.
Lord of mercy, I tell you. Yeah, morning.
Yeah, morning, boy, Stephan. So 2 things, right? I want to say I have on my phone. I will send it for you. There is someone on social media now accusing the Prime Minister of being a racist because when you look at the list of places that she intended to roll out these posts and put them, in various areas, apparently their area not on the list. So now they accusing her of being a racist. So when the opposition was opposing it all the time and saying it's a racist move to put because they got target PNM areas and now this person saying there's a racist because they're not putting it there. So damned if you do, damned if you don't. And I want to say the
I
public
am not
need
surprised.
the public need to see the value in what these posts will do. Now, the only thing that could negatively affect crime at this stage is to remove the police from the view of everybody. This strategic move would eliminate or could assist in eliminating the need for lengthy, cumbersome, time-consuming investigation. One of the powers of a police is to arrest somebody who they have a reasonable cause to believe recently committed an offense. And if you are posted in an area and you get information effectively, you could pursue this perpetrator and remove the need to investigate because you could catch them there, catch them just after they commit the offense and so on. And it is less work, less time consuming. So you should see more crimes being solved. That is to say, the solve rate would increase.
Right.
So I support the move because we need to try something. We need to utilize all the resources and all the thoughts that we have to try and fight the criminals in their playing field. And I support the move.
All right. Cool, man.
Yeah.
Like I tell earlier, they go for some. You can't win. You can't win. I think I think the Prime Minister. Some people talking about her language and the way that I don't know who just put out those posts for her. I am not sure if she's the one that has typed up those things and put it out. I don't think she have time for that. But whoever is handling her social media pages, they're being very, very. They have a very aggressive way that they're approaching the responses. I kind of half and half on it. I think at times the tone could be a little lower. However, being somebody who does deal in communication, I understand why is that type of language that being used. And in terms of the construct of the responses and the posts and so on and so forth, I could understand why that's the texture, right? To a certain extent. Morning. It's interesting. It's interesting. Yeah, morning. What's up?
Believe in the article I showed momentarily ago on TV with the photo. I believe in the article the opposition asking how his post is going to be funded.
Yeah, how it being funded and all kind of things. Everything under the sun they want to know.
But we know that the personnel in Tetron, the regiment / army is being paid right now. Every month. And for years, people has asked what them fellas doing. Yes, they came out for 1990. Yes, they do come out when there are natural disasters. They bring out the equipment and so forth, the rest of people. Thank you very much. So I don't understand how the opposition can ask how they're being funded. The TPS getting paid by every month and army personnel getting paid every month. So they're getting funded already? Or that could be a question.
I don't know.
I hope that when these posts do occur, they are coordinated via the NOC. All these posts are getting information from the command center, because I believe when we see people getting robbed or home invasion, and we all know automobiles are involved in those things. When they escape the crime scene,
yeah,
the post and these joint army and police posts, they had men to be ready to pursuit.
Right.
And right here and hold them can't escape into nothing. People doing crime in this country, 1.3 million people, island, and we can't find nobody. Detection rate have to be increased with this new rollout. we must have an increase in detection, robberies, murders, etc. Everything we see about and everything we see on social media and on crime watch. Those individuals must be caught because they will have these posts existing and it's on the highways, in the intersections, where everybody commuting.
All right.
But the bandit and I'm using the same road, you know.
Yeah.
Using the same road I using and you using.
Well, I think Alexander said these posts would be used to provide a sense of security to a certain extent, right? Because let's face it, when criminal elements or lawbreakers see the police, they adjust, right? Example, if I am driving on the highway and
fix your seatbelt.
And I don't have my seatbelt on, right? And I am approaching a roadblock. What's the first thing you'll do? You reach your seatbelt to pull it, right?
Yeah, that manners do, yeah.
Right. If I'm driving,
sure and some minutes flick open the glove box because they didn't see the insurance policy in the last 6 months. They say, boy,
all of that too.
Time, yes?
You just double check this to make sure you have all these things.
Yeah, double check. Everything in check. Yeah.
If I am driving on the highway and I'm over 100, right, and I see some police up front, I might slow down and get back under the 100 because I want to pick up a ticket, right? So my point is, the presence of the TTPS and their officers in any capacity either causes unease or security. I don't see where having a presence is going to be a bad thing.
Even who does enforce the sentence of hard labor in the prison?
In the prison?
Hard labor is. Yeah.
Who does enforce it?
When the judge sentence somebody XYZ 10 months hard labor, 1 month hard labor. Who does enforce the hard labor?
Well, it's supposed to be it's supposed to be the prison service, that's so?
Okay, right.
Or national security or whomever.
I know.
I don't know. I'll find out.
I never see no video where nobody busting no big stone nowhere and thing now.
But I'll find out. But I would imagine that if a judge sentences you to 10 years hard labor, that hard labor has to be enforced through the prison system.
It must be picking mango and thing, man.
Well, maybe.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
I would think that would be enforced during through the prison service, because from the time you're going as an inmate, they're supposed to already have information on you, what you were sentenced for and things like that. So, and if it's hard labor, let's stop calling normal, please. We in Antigua. I'm not answering the phone. I am not Shamfa Kujo. I am not going to answer the phone and run up no roaming bill. Right, I don't tell you that. I don't know why people didn't know we in Antigua, you know. This is not breaking on set. We in Antigua. Morning.
Stephan, morning.
Yeah, man.
I think Roger is now working with Wayne Chance, because that was one of remember Wayne Chance wanted that same thing to rehabilitate prisoners.
To rehabilitate the prisoners, yes. I remember that.
Rehabilitate, and he was pushing for that for a long while. You understand? But I see it coming true now, and I find that's a real nice thing. Use the prisoners, their hard labor, and let them come outside and clean up all the public spaces and things. I feel that's a real good thing.
I don't see anything wrong with it once they implement it proper. I don't see anything wrong with it.
Properly, yeah. That's real good. That's one of them big government business, them big government places that are cleaning and thing. These are the people they can serve their hard labor doing that. You understand?
Right.
The other thing about this police post all about. Yesterday I was hearing one of my friends was talking about that, saying about how they're going to get food and who they're going to contract. I say, but this is a discussion and all carrying this thing real far, boy.
There's the pettiness. There's a level of pettiness.
That you leave your area and you go to the next area to collect to do your crime, and a police hold you up there. You understand? You think that's a good thing that they're doing? Because all they're always saying is not people from other area committing crime. The people from other areas. I think that would be a nice time to showcase where these people coming from. Later.
Yeah, no problem. All right, we got to go to the break, right? Well, maybe, you know what? Maybe the Prime Minister ought not to do anything about crime. Let me just give everybody a gun and declare martial law. Martial law. Maybe that'll solve the problem and please people. Right? SOE, your murder rate cut in half. Yes, you still have crime happening, but your murder rate cut in half. That is 50% of people that would have been killed have not been killed. Okay? They was moving towards Zoso, they shoot that dog. They said, nah, we don't want that. Oppression. Police got too much power. Right? Right, no problem. Remember when the first SOE ended, the Prime Minister said, what did she say at the end of the first SOE? She said, okay, no so. We can't implement the same model like Jamaica. So what did she say? She said, if the murders escalate, I will not hesitate to call another state of emergency. Which is exactly what happened. It had a man, as soon as he came out of the detention center and he was waiting on transport to go home, men passed and gun him down. You remember that? And all they want to tell me, well, we shouldn't hold people under PDOs. Hold him on a PDO, preserve his life for about 9 months. You understand what I'm saying? As soon as he come out, men pass and gun him down. And then you had a couple other murders take place. Remember a man get gunned down by Piccadilly Street? All you can remember? And then the next one somewhere else. And because of the uptick in the murders, the Prime Minister come back and say, you know what happened? Call another state of emergency. Because like they didn't learn the first time. So now we're coming down to the end of this one, which will end in September. And they will have to release these people. These same people are being held. And while they're being held, your murder rate has dropped to half. So when we release these people now, right, especially with all the antics going on and the narratives about, oh God, they're taking away your freedom and this, that, and the other, and they're oppressing people, and they shouldn't be holding people under PDOs, and these preventive detention orders are a bad thing, and the minister shouldn't be signing up. With all the static, with all the race and all the thing we're going on. When September comes and it ends, if you think the narrative, imagine that, there are agendas being pushed to divide, while we're in a state of emergency. But yet they're complaining, but people can't talk and people can't do this and people can't do that. But anyway, when it ends in September, the government has to have a plan. They have to have a plan, unless all they want murders, all they want killing, all they want home invasions to go back to the way it was, where you was getting 3 and 4 every day. I don't know, which is all they want. All they make up all their mind what they want. You want the government to do nothing? You want them to do something? You want them to try something? You don't want them to try anything? Which is all they want. I don't know. I do not know. And nobody seems to be worried about the gangs. You understand? I remember that talk with this also. Everything, every conversation was based around the police, the police, the police, the police. So nobody, not even the Senate, all the opposition Senate, none of them, didn't have no concerns about the gangs. All the concern is the police. Is the police all let us call when a crime committed? Is the police all let us pick up and call? Is the police all let us complain about? Boy, Stephan, I went to the police station and didn't take my report. Is them all let us complain about when they ain't doing their work? Anyway, I see the life wake up. You on yet? All right, nice. Like you're going by the kitchen, huh? I see you heading in that direction. We just passed through the little gap, but go ahead, do the proper thing. Yeah, do the proper thing. So D-Life and Doc will join us after the break. But yeah, look, all they had to make up all their mind on what the hell all they want. I don't tell all you. I know I would have do. You understand? I would have moved like a real killer. In terms of like how the man in El Salvador move. I would have moved just like that, man. I'd just build a prison and say, go and get all them fellas and them, because that's the next thing, right? And we just say the police know all the police know all who's criminal. And we and then they say that, Chris. But the police know all them fellas and them police and them know all who's criminal. Well, I would have built a prison, state of the art, I'll do the same thing. All I know who all the criminal is, go and pick them up from the block and put them in there. And that's the end of that. And to hell with human rights organizations and wherever. Once my mother told drop and my country at peace and people happy and safe, I couldn't care less about the fellas that they pick up and I put in a prison. That's how I would operate. I mean, of course, you wouldn't do it in a way where, you know, of course, there would have to be some level of transparency in terms of the arrest and so on and so forth. Men with record and wherever who have a tendency to be troublemakers and be involved in gangs and violence and guns and whatever. But of course, you would have to go through those things, right? You're just picking up any random person and put them in a jail. You understand what I'm saying? But I would have moved like that. I would have moved real draconian. That's me. I'm fed up of the killing, I'm fed up of the complaining, I'm fed up of the home invasions, I'm fed up of the country going nowhere. Because that way we headed nowhere. We are a twin island republic of complainers. The Royal Imperial Majestic Banana Republic of complainers. That's what we are. Complaints about everything. Anyway, we take the break. D-Life and Doc will join me next. And then we have Pastor John at 7:35. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. Breaking On continues. I'm going to see if I get a coffee boy. And you have a coffee boy, Chris. Handle it now. You want juice? You want smoothie? What do you want? But we going to the break. You ain't going to the break yet? Are you on the air now?
Air conditioning problems? Then look no further. A&K Air Conditioning Supplies offers you an easy solution for all your automotive, commercial, and domestic air conditioning needs. With 2 convenient locations to serve you, A&K Air Conditioning Supplies offers you an extensive range of parts and services, including pressure test kits, refrigerator parts, front and rear evaporators for maxi taxis. They also cater for both foreign and local automobile models like Kia, Hyundai, Honda, Nissan, and more. So pay them a visit today at either of their 2 locations. Number 36 Alfonso Street, Sangre Grande. Phone 784-2707 or 386-5700. And number 133 Corner Roland Street and Bonaventure Main Road, Gasparillo. Phone 312-2245 or 782-9720.
Welcome to Antigua, Boss. Them people have no behavior, they have no behavior. Welcome to Antigua, Boss. Clear out how you know it's danger, how you know it's danger. When it comes to massive deadly.
Are you tired of managing symptoms without understanding why your body is breaking down? Setwire's Holistic Health Clinic provides consultation and re-education sessions followed by nutritional therapy programs designed to address the root causes of chronic disease. The clinic works with clients in Trinidad and Tobago and internationally, helping people rebuild the body through correct nutrition, not drugs, supplements, herbs, detoxes, injections, or quick fixes. Setwire is also the author of You Are Not Sick, You Are Malnourished, a powerful health book that that has been the top-selling book on consignment at RIK bookstores nationwide every month since entering the stores. If you're struggling with cancer, diabetes, high blood pressure, obesity, autoimmune issues, fertility challenges, digestive problems, or other chronic condition, book a consultation and re-education session today. Purchase the book at RIK bookstores nationwide, Nelson's Bookstore in Tobago, Amazon, or Gumroad. Visit setwayoclinic.com or call or WhatsApp 279-3935 or 761-1952. Setwayo's Holistic Health Clinic, rebuilding the body, reversing disease through nutritional therapy.
Big sale event at Salinas and Sebastian's. Graduation, prom, weddings, Father's Day, or just stepping into your next big moment. We've got you covered because Salinas and Sebastian's, it's more than a suit. It's the perfect fit when it matters most. From the boardroom to date night, look sharp, feel confident, and show up ready. And because value matters, now is the time to dress best for less. Enjoy 25 to 35% off special suits and create a look that's uniquely yours. Complete the look. 35% off dress shirts. Up to 50% off selected dress shoes with any formal purchase. Sneakers, buy one, get one free, or buy one and get one half price. Ladies, 25% off selected dress shoes for your special moments. Dress for the moments that matters most. Salinas and Sebastian's, located at Gulf City Mall, upper level. WhatsApp 715-9533.
Welcome to Car City Trading, your #1 supply of brand new Korean auto parts. Come on down to lot number 78, Bamboo Settlement number 2, Valsane, between the hours of 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. Monday to Friday and 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Saturday to get your Hyundai and Kia vehicular needs. Car City Trading has everything your vehicle needs, from a brand new head and blocks to engine parts, transmissions, suspension parts, body parts, electrical parts, braking system, AC system, even the smallest sensor and much more. WhatsApp us today at 704-2246 or call us at 645-2603 and let us be your car parts solution. Be sure to find us on Facebook, Instagram and TikTok and look out for our monthly deals and promotions. Car City Trading, quality products at unbeatable prices.
Are love problems, marriage issues, financial struggles, or business setbacks affecting your life? Pandit Tiwari is a trusted spiritual specialist helping people finding guidance, solutions, and peace. Whether you are facing relationship problems, family disputes, marriage difficulties, financial obstacles, or business challenges, Pandit Tiwari provides personalized spiritual assistance to help you move forward with confidence. Don't let problems control your future. Your solution could be just one call away. Call Pandit Tiwari today. Pandit Tiwari, your path to happiness, success, and peace.
Concerned about the safety and security of your property? Then look no further. At Electromatic Gate Systems, they specialize in fabrication of gates, fencing, and much more. They also provide remote control access for sliding and swing gates and garage doors for residential, commercial, and industrial use. Have a design in mind? They can fabricate and motorize it into reality. Why choose them? They supply Italian-made motors backed by 10 years warranty, and you can ask about their lifetime warranty packages. Electromatic Gate Systems remains the sole authorized distributor for ProfoundNet throughout the Caribbean. Don't compromise your security. Contact them today at 333-GATE, that is 333-4283. Find them on Google, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, or visit their website at www.electromaticgates.com. Their team is standing by to assist.
Every day, we're expected to show up for each other, for ourselves. What people don't see is everything that keeps us going. Because staying in the game isn't about one big moment. It's about showing up again and again and again.
Every day at the castle, long before we open our doors, our work begins. Our famous seasonings are mixed in advance. We select our fresh chicken parts and prep our delicious sides. Then we fire up the fryers and rotisserie oven. Everything is made with tasty local herbs, spices, and the same long-loved recipe since 1968. So, when you come in, remember that we uphold our culture and our taste just for you. We are your Royal Castle.
Welcome to Car City Trading, your #1 supply of brand new Korean auto parts. Come on down to lot number 78, Bamboo Settlement number 2, Valsain, between the hours of 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. Monday to Friday, and 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Saturday to get your Hyundai and Kia vehicular needs. Car City Trading has everything your vehicle needs, from a brand new head and blocks to engine parts, transmissions, suspension parts, body parts, electrical parts, braking system, AC system, even the smallest sensor, and much more. WhatsApp us today at 704-2246 or call us at 645-2603 and let us be your car parts solution. Be sure to find us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, and look out for our monthly deals and promotions. Car City Trading, quality products at unbeatable prices.
Welcome to Caribbean Tourist Villa, your home away from home in the heart of Port of Spain. With over 25 years of trusted hospitality, Caribbean Tourist Villa has been a reliable choice for both business professionals and vacationers. Our guest rooms are thoughtfully equipped with all the essentials for a relaxing and productive stay, and our tranquil pool area is perfect for relaxation after a busy day. We've created the ideal space for you to relax, recharge, and enjoy. Give us a call to book your stay today.
Master Ganesh Bhargav offers powerful guidance for all kinds of life problems, doubts, confusion, protection needs, and clarity. His astrology practice comes from a powerful ancestral tribal lineage with over 500 years of astrological and spiritual practice. Bhargavji does not dominate or pressure clients. Instead, he focuses on fixing problems with care and balance. His reunion love spells and death reversal spells are designed to restore harmony and provide lifetime protection. This is not individual effort alone, but collective spiritual power working for you. Many clients notice strong positive changes within a few sessions. Call +1 868 347 2350.
William Monroe's birthday celebration presents a church fundraiser talent show, The Talent Within. Join us on Saturday the 29th of August at 6:30 p.m. at the San Juan Revival Ministries. Do you have a talent waiting to be discovered? Then this is your time to shine. Amazing cash prizes. First place, 5,000. Second place, 3,000. Third place, 2,000. Fourth place, 1,500, and fifth place, $1,000. There also be lots of exciting door prizes to be won. Tickets are only $100. Featuring special guest performances by Blessed Messenger and Minister Sean Daniel. Don't miss this spectacular evening of talent, entertainment, and fellowship. For more information, call 490-6760 or 332-6880. The Talent Within, where gifts are revealed and stars are born.
Air conditioning problems? Then look no further. A&K Air Conditioning Supplies offers you an easy solution for all your automotive, commercial, and domestic air conditioning needs. With 2 convenient locations to serve you, A&K Air Conditioning Supplies offers you an extensive range of parts and services, including pressure test kits, refrigerator parts, front and rear evaporators for maxi taxis. They also cater for both foreign and local automobile models like Kia, Hyundai, Honda, Nissan, and more. So pay them a visit today at either of their 2 locations. Number 36 Alfonso Street, Sangre Grande. Phone 784-2707 or 386-5700. And number 133 Corner Roland Street and Bonaventure Main Road, Gasparillo. Phone 312-2245 or 782-9720.
At Adams Optical, we care for your vision with everything from stylish frames, contact lenses, and sunglasses, starting at just $595 to advanced eye care services. We also diagnose and manage conditions like glaucoma and cataracts with our in-house ophthalmologist. Additional services include OCT, VFT, and cataract surgeries. Visit us at San Fernando, Chaguanas, or Rio Claro.
Eden Heights Clinic is one of the most advanced state-of-the-art alternative clinics in the Caribbean. They offer a dynamic combination of life-changing treatments, including prolozone therapy, live blood analysis, halotherapy, limb backing, nutritional programs, colon hydrotherapy, weight loss programs, oxygen baths, and more. Their professional doctors, Drs. Carlos Navarro, Bronwyn Navarro, and Brian Thompson provide consultation services in areas of diabetes detox programs, arthritis, sports injuries, heart disease, high blood pressure, persons suffering with knee, shoulder, and back pain. At Eden Heights Clinic, they understand that your health is your wealth. Get in touch with them to determine which service is the right choice for you. Visit them at any one of their 3 locations at 13 Montague Avenue, Twin City, at 41 Ramsaran Street, Chaguanas, or give them a call at 640-8985 or 613-7571, or send them a WhatsApp to 493-9196. Eden Heights Clinic is your right choice.
All right, people. So we're back on Breaking Dawn this morning, and we just hit 50 minutes past the hour of 7 o'clock. And of course, we got Pastor John coming up a little bit later on in just a few moments. But we're here with, 2 gentlemen here. Well, of course, all in on the life. You can't miss that hard face, especially this early in the morning when we're not accustomed seeing him. Right? He get up this morning, he forget the glasses, all kind of things. I hear in conversation about he seeing better without the glasses now.
Antigua, what?
Well, brother, what you going to do? It must be something in the water here. Who knows? And of course, we have Baba with us. And Baba, of course, is one of the most prominent people on the island. I think he could be even a little more, I want to believe he's more popular than Prime Minister. I don't know, because the times are coming here. You see Baba? Where Baba? I'm looking for Baba. Everybody looking for Baba. You understand what I said? Tian and them should sing a song like that. They go with road march. I'm looking for Baba. You understand? But Baba is here, and of course, Baba is one of the men or the man behind the 268 Breakfast Fete that took place over the weekend. The longest. I have never been to a fete that long. I'm telling you straight up. For all inclusive.
12 hours.
Yes. I have never been to that length of an event. It went on and on. I did not think it had an end. I thought we'd go straight into Juve.
But the beautiful thing about Breakfast Fete is, for that length of time, you had any down moments?
Nah. It was from the time the performances start, it is performance after performance after
but
performance.
But it's a steady energy.
Yeah.
Steady, it's not a boring fete. You know, when people look at the 12 hours, they say, oh gosh, but it is not a boring event.
Yeah.
Hands down.
Baba is 30 years now?
31, 30, 32.
32 years now.
We had a break along with the COVID.
Right.
We had a 2-year break, and then we came back out. So if you do the calculations from 1991...
You're counting to the small yard?
Yeah, all the small yard. From 91. We were established from 91. And then we missed 2-3 years in things. So we're up to 34, I think.
Okay.
35 years with a little lull in between with the 2 years of COVID. I don't think we ever got an opportunity to do anything the year COVID came out, we were planning to, and then they just closed down everything, and so we waited until after. So we came back in 2023.
23.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's when you came back.
Yeah, when I
Right,
But
2023.
good morning to your audience, and I appreciate the comments that he make, but he got to be careful with his comments, especially now that D Life is seeing better since he's been here. I think I think he's also a well recognized face here, and I
Yeah.
just thank him for being a part of this event with me, and he's really assisted me and the Synergy team. We're very appreciative of what you guys have done for us, and it's a big. Now, one of the things though that we always talk about, and D Life was the one who get me to put out the artist list and all that stuff, because people so trusted the event and trusted me in doing such a good production. They never need an invite, and they never needed to know who artist was going to come on the stage. It was always a surprise. And then with D Live came in and we started pushing and giving some advertising. My point is that the patrons expect quality.
Right.
And they expect a good event. And so regardless of what they're paying, they always wait for that surprise moment, and it's always awe them with what's going on. But we're changing up a little bit and we're doing something different. And I say that to say that you expect that if somebody trusts you, that you can trust them too. So, and some of the people coming into the event should understand that, it is, it is one of the biggest event in the Caribbean, and you have expectations, and we give you what you want. So we expect you to give us back that respect and to do so. So some of the things that went on during the event should never happen, because it's a trusting thing. I'm giving you something, you give me back that respect, and that's what we're looking at.
Right. Well, I mean, in terms of some of the things that Baba talking about here, well, Delight, you sent me some pictures.
Yeah.
Chris, you have the pictures, right? I couldn't believe when Delight sent me 2 boxes.
I mean,
I really did.
Like Baba say, right? We give, right? We give you.
Yeah.
And this is us giving you, that experience. I mean, to have an event where food don't run out.
Yeah, boy, food went right down,
Drinks don't run out.
Yeah, drinks went right down too.
All right. And when you look at it, you will hear people making comments, well, I pay to come in, I pay for that. Technically, no, you're paying for entertainment, because there's a cost with entertainment.
They don't check that. People don't check that when they buy a ticket.
There's a cost with the infrastructure.
Yeah.
There's a cost to everything, right?
What is this?
And when you have, these are drinks here.
Like somebody who already hired to cater?
No,
All right.
this is
It's for another event.
for another event, right? What people see in here is actually drinks that was seized by security, with people trying to leave the event with these things, right? And understand, folks, it's a all-inclusive, right? And the reason is all-inclusive is so that we can facilitate for folks to be able to drink and eat all day. We don't give you a ticket to eat. We don't give
you ain't got no shit. Yeah, you can drink how much you want, eat how much you want. Yeah.
Eat how much you want.
Yeah.
With that being said, you have to cater to know that it have other people coming behind you. You can't go and stock up and look into take thing and bag and take thing and try to exit the premises with stuff. This is not Costco, right? This is not, you didn't come here to shop. I mean, come on, man, reasonable. We don't tell you, all right, you can only go to the bar 2 times. You can go to the bar as
much as you want. A matter of fact, I remember year before, but I didn't notice it was this year because I was more backstage, right? With the Synergy guys. You all usually put out drums with beers, right?
Yes.
And you can just walk and you don't even have to go by the bar.
You don't have to go by the bar.
Yeah, we do. We have a good team from Angel Heineken, and they just distribute the buckets of drinks all over. You got water. You got Lucasade, which is out there. You could just go and pick up. And you got to thank the vendors who do this and give me the supplies to get their brands out there and do the marketing. As an Antiguan and a patriot of Antigua, it is embarrassing to see some of these situations going on. You're trying to build something and elevate a FET to the level of an international FET, and here it is that people try to bring you down by doing these things that are out there, and it's ungrateful in a sense, and just to destroy an event such as great as this. I don't know how you guys feel, but you know what I mean, sometimes you like want to just say, look, let me stop because of these people, but we still have some genuinely good people out there. And I must say this to most of the people who are out there: we each are our brother's keepers, and if I am doing this event and putting out this event, you should be looking out for me, and these things should be reported, and the police should get involved and do what they have to do for these kind of things.
Yeah. And I think, in terms of, I was trying to work it out, because when I checked the price of the ticket, because Johnny and I was talking, right? We checked the price of the ticket, and then I weigh out what you're getting for that price. And then I calculate that in
this is EC, yeah?
Right. So I calculated in TT dollars, and then I say, well, how much would we in Trinidad and Tobago charge in TT for a fete like this, where you have food right down to the end, you have a star-studded lineup of non-stop entertainment, where you have drinks in going right down, and you would be looking at probably, let me put it this way, this could be on the same level with like a Fatima all-inclusive.
Okay.
Right? Or a CIC all-inclusive. And we're talking about 2,000 TTR ticket.
US.
And if you 2,000 TTR ticket,
2,000 TTR
looking at about 2,000 TTR ticket, which if you convert that to EC, right? That would be about what? 800-900 EC dollars? 8, 9, 7, somewhere between 7 and 9.
As new on the US part of it.
On the US part of it.
So EC, our tickets will run for about 150 US.
About 150 US?
Yes.
All right, 150. All right, let me say 200 US.
200 US.
200 US, that's about, we work at 7 to 1 in Trinidad, that's $1,400. So I'm saying that you would pay about $600 more, about 100 more US for a fete of that nature in Trinidad and Tobago. I'm telling you.
You're talking high line, right?
And we're not talking higher line price. We're talking a Fatima. We're talking a Fatima all-inclusive, where alcohol flowing like water. We're talking food running like, right? We're talking like on the equivalent of that, you would pay about 100 more US. So I'm saying at the price point that you all have, I was kind of shocked. I was like, that's all? If you understand what I'm saying then, that is all? Right. So, because I remember somebody, when we came into the airport, somebody called Johnny, I need a ticket for breakfast fete. As soon as we land in the airport, yeah, Johnny, well, if you got 350, you'll get a ticket. And I said, what is that, 350 what? He said 350 EC. So when I do the calculation, the price point, and for all these artists, that I am very sure getting paid in US as well.
Yes.
Right. So this is no EC payment. This is US dollars payment.
Correct.
So you have young brother, Patrice Roberts. You have Sherwin Winchester. You had
Patrice with the band.
Patrice live band 218 band and live band. You had who else you had? You had Triple K. You had who else? Talpri, Benjai. Oh God, boys.
Dread
Lion.
Who?
Dread Lion.
Dread, right. Claudette Peters was here too. Claudette Peters run up too. Tian run up too. Then you had Trinidad Rio.
Trinidad Rio.
You had Papa was there too. Lord Nelson.
Yep.
You had
Short shirt.
Short shirt.
Tazaya O'Connor was there as well. So it's a show where in the earlies it start off with more the kind of calypso, the Kaisonians and thing. They come and they entertain you and that kind of thing. And then it amplifies and elevates itself into the fete that you see in there. But how about but just on the headline act, Patrice Roberts. First year back in Antigua since Ricardo Cruz passing. I mean, what was it like to have the show headlining?
It was amazing. It was incredible. We could have feel the energy, the vibe. And Patrice came out. and the crowd just were overwhelmed and accepted her in such a manner that it was almost unbelievable. And I think she felt very welcome. She was happy to be back here, and she gave a performance of her lifetime. It was just, the energy was just incredible. But D Life could tell you something more about this AI production that we did for Ricardo.
Oh yes, there was an AI production, an AI artist as well. Yes,
Juve
tell us
was
about
there.
that. How that came up to be?
It came about. I had sent Baba this song. And in talking, Baba said, "Do you like to think we could bring her to the event?" Now, this was months ago. This was before AI is what it is now.
No, yeah.
So immediately we start thinking how this thing gonna work, how it will be accepted, right?
Look at that.
Yeah, this is the AI artist. Yeah,
and then to Ate, now he turn around and he called me. He say, "You think we could bring Ricardo Drew for a performance?" And I was like, "Baba, how you think people go take that boy?" I said, "Let me talk to his." I said, "Talk to Nicola, please."
Right. Yes,
Talk to his mom,
yes, the
right?
Ricardo's
And,
mom was there.
you know, she was very, and you could see people responding. This is an AI artist on screen. And when you switch to the crowd was partying, enjoying themselves. So this is just a wave of what the future would be like, because, and not to not embrace or respect the people who are not here and their legacy, right? But you have a new set of people now that never got the chance to experience these artists, right? And, you know, this is using technology for the right, I would say.
Right.
Right?
You know, some people kind of skeptical with it.
People are skeptical. It's just like when people were skeptical with using credit cards.
Everything that starts off like that. But
This was brilliant.
This was a first.
This was a first. Yep. And down to the detail. I mean, I worked with these guys with the company now for 6 months straight. Down to the detail of his tattoos, his lip movement, everything was done. I mean, we were going back and forth with this to make sure it was right. Right?
Yeah, boy.
And we had to clear the copyright because, you know, he's no longer here with us. So we had to go through that process. You know? So it stands to tell you, I mean, it is what it is. The future is here. And I'm glad that Breakfast Fest was the first.
Yeah, this was the first.
First to have this kind of performance on screen and people partying in the crowd. And, you know,
you have only wedding band, all kind of thing.
Well, everything. Down to the detail, man. Down to the detail. I mean, we, you know, and, you know, and another part too, as Baba was talking about Patrice, you know, when artists come to Breakfast Fest, their energy, I don't know what it is or what, you know, we had that with Bungie as well.
Yes, Bungie.
They performed in Antigua before. But the energy and what it does give out in Breakfast Fest, it has come at Mikal. I didn't even have to say
Teja, big up Teja, boy. Teja, oh boy.
I didn't even have to say his name to introduce him. Right? And he come across and he tell me, he said, "The life, I don't know what is all again them people to eat, but that energy." And he stayed to watch Triple K.
Yeah.
That's how serious it was.
Yeah.
And folks, Triple K came on at 7:45 in the night.
Yeah. When people thought I was it.
Yeah.
Because people thought I was it, and I remember when Patrice Roberts finished, I remember seeing people start to leave. And then when all they announced Triple K, people was like, "Oh God," and then they turned around and they went back.
Yeah, but one of the things that we need to talk about is the start, because we had a snag at the start, and this is what pushed us back to about 3 hours.
Yeah, we lost about 3 hours.
We lost about 3 hours, but we were able to catch up, and then it just get drawn out.
Well,
so I needed to apologize to a couple of the DJs who didn't get to perform, like Altitude and Easy P and Quest. And these are some very prominent DJs in Antigua, and they are one of the best set of DJs here, and they weren't able to get in because the slots were so tight and because of the fact that they started so late. Now, one of the things is the artists don't want to start the show, which you see all the time. They want to get in there in the middle. And I must say thanks to Tizon O'Connor for bringing the crowd out. That guy did a tremendous performance. He did some Baron, but that's when everybody started to lift up because we started out so late. People were getting frustrated. And that's the other thing, when you have an event like this and you start late, where everybody goes zone out to? Where does everybody go? Right back to the food court.
Yes.
So the food court was full. People just doing what they're doing because there is no entertainment and the drinks bar. So those things get a hit early with this late start. But we always have a problem. 2-3 hours late is a big problem, and people must understand that sometimes these things happen. We had some electrical problems, we had some drum set problems. Everything was just was against us. But once we started, you couldn't even tell.
You couldn't tell. I didn't even notice. Well, I didn't even notice. Well, the late start to me, the late start didn't really have no effect because
it just
everything was everything after that. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But Tazaya is a performer. Tazaya, I mean, his father as well, Dwayne is a real antics man too. But Tazaya is one of the young, up and coming talents, coming out of Trinidad and Tobago. Terrific, talented youth man. And I'm not surprised that he come and he rocked the crowd and he bring energy.
He did.
And it was different than seeing him in that element,
Yeah.
Because I custom seeing him on the Kaiso stage. But nothing affect.
Well,
you understand?
He showed that potential the day before because we big up the Vibes FM. We took over the radio for 3 hours. And he was there. And he held his ground with Gabby.
Yes.
And Rio. And Slim, all of them on the radio because all of them have hits.
Hey, big up and Slim Douglas too. Yes, as an next name. Yeah,
and Slim was really good.
It
was
man.
Definitely good. So the thing is though, and which was D-Life was mentioning before, and I tell the people this all the time, it's the climb. So we start off with the calypso, and they kind of get you a little groovy, and then
the big people segment,
and that was entertaining. And once that draw you out, I mean, and that's a slow ebb, right? You just kind of groove. And then once we get into the what we call the younger section of it, and the climbs and the soca and everything, you are already involved and engulfed with the awe of the whole event. And you just take it to the other level. And that's why you can't even know what time it is.
Exactly.
Some people just get lost in the translation. You don't know what time it is, and you're going for hours and hours and hours. And I must say, thanks to, we have an engineer called Tony that do the mist system, and he did the mist system all over the whole entire fete. We had the mister because, it's a hot sun. Thanks to the production team, I don't know. I mean, the bottle service that got rammed in a quick fashion. And so every year we learn and we try to change things. Thanks to that AI introduction, and it looks so real.
It looks very real. I mean, I had, and before we aired it, I brought Nicola back, which is Ricardo Drew's mom, and I put her to sit down. And I said, you want to watch it first? Because she hadn't seen it yet. We were just in discussions, talking with it. She hadn't seen it. And I put her to sit down. I said, you good? She said, yeah, man, let me do it. And she sat there. And when we started to play it, she got quiet. She got really quiet. I said, you're going to be good with this? She said, I have to be.
Yeah.
She was strong with it because what it is, it looks so real.
Yeah.
It's like looking at her son. And then when he started to talk with recent stuff, I paid homage to her, decided the stage, and, she gave me a thumbs up. All right. She said, I love it. After it was done, she said, I love it. I want a copy to keep. And I said, no problem. Right. So it opened the gate. I don't know. Remember, we sit down and talk. I don't know. Maybe.
I think Ole onto something there.
I mean, maybe,
and I'll tell you what,
maybe swallow.
We just have about a minute left because we gotta wrap things. But I think Ole onto something with that. I think it is where the world is headed. I think that you're gonna see, even in America, you're gonna see the notorious B.I.G., Tupac, all these fellas that passed. People gonna bring them back using AI. Maybe. It hasn't hit Trinidad yet, but I can tell you this. If it does, I am here to testify that the first place to do it was the 268 Breakfast Fete. and everybody else is running second. Right? So I am here to testify that it's the first place that I saw it, I witnessed it, I saw the crowd reaction, I saw the execution of it. It happened in Antigua in 2026, where AI was implemented and inserted into the biggest fete on the island and the biggest and longest fete in the Caribbean.
Correct.
Right? And AI performance was implemented right here first in 2026. All you mark that down on your calendar, so nobody try to fool you when they come to do it after this.
And let people know too, one of the first attendants here was Adam and Eve when Breakfast Fest starts. That is how long we rolling.
Oh, that's how long they're rolling. I like that one.
That's how long we rolling out here.
So people, unfortunately, we got to wrap up with Baba. And of course, D-Life, we got Pastor John coming up.
Quick,
go ahead.
Just to big up, next year Antigua is celebrating 70 years of carnival. Next year, Antigua, 70 years of carnival.
Yeah. Trinidad, you know, Chris?
How long?
Carnival
in Trinidad.
How many years now?
That it have carnival in Trinidad?
Yeah. Yeah, we're trying to.
I don't go back and do some.
Antigua is celebrating 70
doing
years.
70 years.
70
so
years.
that big is a monumental year in terms of the celebration and everything. And
so that gives me the idea that we bring back the AI for swallow and all that thing.
But all of that. I see that coming. But people, we gotta go to the break. We have Pastor John coming up. But I want to thank Baba and of course D-Life for joining us this morning. And remember, put it on the calendar, Antigua 2027, the 268 Breakfast Fete. Listen, it's not no fete like that. I could guarantee you it's an experience. All right? So get your tickets early, book your tickets early, and book your tickets to Antigua. And get your tickets to the fete and come and experience the 268 Breakfast Fete. Make sure it's D268, Breakfast Fete. Don't get mixed up in no other Breakfast Fete. D268. All right? We take the break. When we come back, Pastor John will be with us. Don't go anywhere.
Eden Heights Clinic is one of the most advanced state-of-the-art alternative clinics in the Caribbean. They offer a dynamic combination of life-changing treatments, including prolozone therapy, live blood analysis, halotherapy, limb backing, nutritional programs, colon hydrotherapy, weight loss programs, oxygen baths, and more. Their professional doctors, Drs. Carlos Navarro, Bronwyn Navarro, and Brian Thompson provide consultation services in areas of diabetes detox programs, arthritis, sports injuries, heart disease, high blood pressure, persons suffering with knee, shoulder, and back pain. At Eden Heights Clinic, they understand that your health is your wealth. Get in touch with them to determine which service is the right choice for you. Visit them at any one of their 3 locations at 13 Montague Avenue, Twin City, at 41 Ramsaran Street, Shoguanas, or give them a call at 640-8985 or 613-7571, or send them a WhatsApp to 493-9196. Eden Heights Clinic is your right choice.
Concerned about the safety and security of your property? Then look no further. At Electromatic Gate Systems, they specialize in fabrication of gates, fencing, and much more. They also provide remote control access for sliding and swing gates and garage doors for residential, commercial, and industrial use. Have a design in mind? They can fabricate and motorize it into reality. Why choose them? They supply Italian-made motors backed by 10 years warranty, and you can ask about their lifetime warranty packages. Electromatic Gate Systems remains the sole authorized distributor for ProfoundNet throughout the Caribbean. Don't compromise your security. Contact them today at 333-GATE, that is 333-4283. Find them on Google, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, or visit their website at www.electromaticgates.com. Their team is standing by to assist.
If you're planning an event, make us your first option. At Reality of a Dream, we can make your event memorable. We can assist in planning your corporate functions, moderate gatherings, family occasions, christenings, and more. We also cater for weddings and other special occasions. Our newly renovated venue includes a majestic entryway, which takes you along a path to a fantastic indoor facility which can accommodate up to 80 dining guests. A recently completed, fully air-conditioned, beautifully designed wing, which maintains the theme and flow of Reality of a Dream, adds 30 extra seats for dining guests. In total, we can now seat a total of 110 dining guests. Come see for yourself the splendor that awaits you. Walk along the path and make your way to the breathtaking, well-maintained swimming pool and gazebo, and also the entire grounds of Reality of a Dream. We've also updated the Dream Suite, which comes with all modern conveniences, where guests can enjoy the feeling of an exquisite retreat overlooking the entire area. Reality of a Dream caters to professional events. We provide secured parking for guests, so call us at 332-6880 and ask for Harriet, located at number 15 Moses Avenue, San Juan. Reality of a Dream, making dreams come true every day.
Greetings to you all in the wonderful name of our Lord and Savior, the sweet Rose of Sharon and the Prince of Peace, Christ Jesus. I am Ezekiel Johnson Fort, and I am pleasured to inform you of the newest branch of the Christian Union Church, Trinidad and Grenada District, San Juan Revival Ministries. If you are desiring prayer, healing, or that closer connection to the Heavenly Father, then the place to be is at San Juan Revival Ministries. And allow me to ask you one question. Are you living a life without Jesus Christ? Do you desire freedom from spiritual bondage? Then the only solution to your problem is Him. In the book of Matthew chapter 11 and verses 28, it says, "Come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest." And this is mostly speaking to those of you who are Christians and you might not have a place to fellowship. Come. Fellowship with us at the Christian Union Church, San Juan Revival Ministries. Come, be edified and equipped by the Word of God, preached by the man of God, Senior Reverend Bishop Dave Donation. You will be empowered by the move of the Holy Spirit of the living God. Come and be comforted. If you desire to be an environment that shows compassion and care for your spiritual needs, growth, and development, then fellowship with us at number 1 Bagatelle Corner, Saddle Road, every Sunday morning at 10 a.m. to 12 noon. I look forward to seeing you there, and God bless you all, and may the peace of our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, be with you now and always. God bless you all.
Welcome to Caribbean Tourist Villa, your home away from home in the heart of Port of Spain. With over 25 years of trusted hospitality, Caribbean Tourist Villa has been a reliable choice for both business professionals and vacationers. Our guest rooms are thoughtfully equipped with all the essentials for a relaxing and productive stay, and our tranquil pool area is perfect for relaxation after a busy day. We've created the ideal space for you to relax, recharge, and enjoy. Give us a call to book your stay today.
All right, so we're back on Breaking Dawn, people. We're just about 14 minutes away from the hour of 8 o'clock. We got Pastor John with us, and we're going to get to him now. So, Pastor John, what's up, man? Good morning to you.
I am doing great, and happy to know that you're on the road and you're keeping safe. That's good.
Of course I am, man. Well, yesterday, the Carnival Tuesday ended. So today is Wednesday. Today is a kind of cool down day in Antigua. So what we talking about this morning? What you discussing?
I want to talk about the complication diabetes create for people. A lot of people that may be sick today and never realize, or they then realize after they get sick with different disease, then they realize they have diabetes. That's why it's important to use a sugar blocker and your cell activator to activate your own antioxidant enzyme in your entire system. And some of the complications today, let me begin by saying statements made about products have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, mitigate, care, or prevent any disease. Diabetes, and this is an exhortation. I am teaching today that diabetes complication occurs when blood sugar remains elevated over time, increasing the risk of damage to blood vessels, to your nerves and your organ. Diabetes, stop telling people you only have diabetes. It is nothing to play with. For example, heart disease. People with diabetes have a higher risk of coronary artery disease, heart attack, and heart failure. They may experience symptoms like chest pain or pressure, shortness of breath, fatigue, pain in the arm, the jaw, the neck, or the back. If that is you, take up the phone and call me at 516-286-7079. We need to have a conversation. Stroke, diabetes increase the risk of stroke. And you may have symptoms like weakness on one side, facial drooping, and trouble speaking, confusion, vision changes, severe headaches. Stroke is considered today as a medical emergency. If that is you, pick up the phone and call me at 516-286-7079. We need to have a conversation. High blood pressure often occur alongside diabetes because they're interconnected. Sometimes you have no symptoms, but when it's extremely high, you got severe headaches, blurred vision, chest pain, dizziness. Got unhealthy cholesterol patterns is also at a very high risk when you have diabetes. Eye disease, including neuropathy, cataract, glaucoma. You may experience blurred vision, flutters, difficulty seeing at night, dark loss, vision loss, and dark spots. Listen, my friends, you need to call me at 516-286-7079 if you believe you have one or some of the symptoms I just spoke about. Give me 2 more minutes here. Kidney disease. Diabetes is one of the leading cause of kidney disease. As a matter of fact, the majority of people that suffer from kidney disease is due to diabetes. You may experience swollen feet, ankles, fatigue, change in urination, muscle cramps from poor appetite. You experience itching. You're like the drummer boy. You're always something always itching you. Let's talk about diabetic neuropathy, which is nerve damage. High blood sugar can damage your nerves. It's how bad sugar is, and yet still everybody loves sweetie. In America, we call it candy. Numbness and tingling and burning pain and weakness, loss of feelings, especially in the feet. I saw someone was selling, and how long I haven't seen that yesterday. I'm looking at the cricket in Queens Park Oval, they're selling snow cone. And I forgot they used to make something called condensed milk or something, and they put it in the stuff. I said, wow, I forget he used to make that. I haven't seen that in decades. Foot problem. Yeah. He was putting it in his snow cone. I said, wow. Foot problems. Because diabetes affect both circulation and nerves, you might experience symptoms like slow healing cuts, foot ulcers, infection, redness, swelling. Daily foot care is important. Anyone that have gangrene and got cuts and the body that cannot heal, you need to call me at 516-286-7079. So increased infections, persistently elevated blood sugar can make it harder for the body to fight some disease. My friends, skin infection, urinary tract infection, even gum, or people with bad breath has problem because of diabetes. And I'm here to say to everyone today, this is the carb block or the sugar blocker that you mix in water once a day, any bottled water you can use. I got my little jug, I open it, and I think you used this before, Mr. Stephan. I think you used it before.
Of course.
Right. And this
uses the activator, but go ahead, man.
Okay. You're getting the activator today before you leave. Just listen for a call. I will conference you and let them come by today and give it to you. This is the sugar blocker. All you got to do is drink it. The activator activates your body's own antioxidant. Your own antioxidant in your system does not deplete. The worst case scenario in your system is dormant, it's not active. It's like a fire department. And if they never go and fight fire, the department still sit there. Nobody get rid of the fire department. They're just not going. They're just not active. But the truck stays in the fire station and do nothing. But it's still a fire department. So your antioxidant in your body, your NRF2 needs to be activated. Your NRF1, I got to go back to that again because a lot of people, you could Google it right now, NRF2, NRF1, and NAD, they are proteins inside the body and they need to be activated. That's what that's what this does to the body. Every day I take it. And they're all organic. Even the coating on it's vegetable coating. Everything is 100% organic, 100% natural, and prepared for all vegans. No animal-based products, and organic farm, and done in factories that is 100% kosher, 100% organic, that does not process no type of GMOs or synthetic or any artificial, and no added sugar whatsoever. It's 100% pure. So I'm here today to let people know that there is a better way. And there's so many other complications that it leads to. It's the gateway to all disease, like cancer. A lot of people, you have no idea. In America, we got 144 million people. It's diabetic or pre-diabetic. I think Trinidad is over 150,000 people are diabetic.
Yeah, we have a high level of diabetes in Trinidad.
They got diabetes. Like if it's what is a diabetes? Is a steel band, you know, or is a master plane? Is the name of a band? It sounds like look, believe me, I am shocked a Calypsonian haven't sung a Calypso on diabetes yet. That might be the only topic that may be remaining for somebody to go Savannah, and we're not wrong with it. Somebody might come up one day and sing about diabetes and have the whole of Trinidad run going down the road. The band is 150,000 diabetes people in one band going across the stage. That's how much sugar existing in Trinidad, and they give you a lot of warning. Sugar this, sugar boom boom, sugar, all kind of sugar that sing and song and whatever. But we have to be careful on a serious note.
Yeah.
And that's why we have the sugar blocker and the activator to help people activate their bodies, and the body will heal itself. I don't sell healing products, I sell activators. And that's why we give the disclaimer. And it's always good to consult your medical doctor before taking my advice. So you don't say, I came here to pull a wool over your eyes. I am a cancer survivor, was in hospice, had stage 4 cancer in my prostate. I was given 7 months to live. The gentleman you're seeing today, he could give you the details about when I was sick with cancer.
Okay.
He could give you the details because thank God there's still people around who could tell the story when they saw the process happen. And he can tell you when it happened, how it happened. And so on. They came, he's a pastor, come and pray and everything. They're praying every day for me.
Right.
Here I am today because I learned how to activate my phagocytes and the lymphocytes and the neutrophils and the macrophages and my whole entire immune system that is activated today by all natural doing in terms of rejuvenating my system. Nobody says it's cheap. But let me say this to you. I respect everyone who are struggling, but I am here. I can't solve every problem, but I am here to say to you that there is hope, that your body was created and designed every day to repair itself. Nobody was created to use insulin and use tablets and all type of medication. The human being was created to function naturally on its own and take its food from the garden, the organic garden. That is how the human body was designed. That is what you want to give God praise. Start to eat good. Start to take care of yourself, and start start to restore your system by using the milk thistle, the bacopa, the ashwagandha, the green tea, and the curcumin. ABC, Sanjay Gupta and CNN, they all did a report on the activator. Why? Because when they first heard it, they didn't believe it. So they went underground to investigate. And when they went to the lab in Colorado, they saw how much oxidative stress they had, and they used them as guinea pigs to say, look, you're going to take it and come back here within 30 days and see oxidative stress was reduced by 40% in the first 30 days. Approved by now, it's a supplement. You can't make medical claim, but the statement that it reduces oxidative stress by 40% in the first 30 days is an FDA statement because it has been clinically tested on human beings and on animals. There is no other company with dietary supplement in the world is talking about activation. None. And every year I go to my naturopathic school, have a convention. So this year in October, I will be in Indiana looking at more science. I'm not going there because I'm not the professor. I am not the scientist, but I'm going to learn more as science advance of keeping the cells healthy. So, Mr. Stephan, I thank you for allowing me to speak on this platform. And I wish everyone all the best, including yourself.
I myself wish you the best, Pastor John. And I want to remind people, of course, 1516286779. That is the number to call. Call him via WhatsApp and get more information on the products that Pastor John has to offer. I am hearing that, well, I'll tell you after the show. All right, but we'll talk. Okay?
Can the gentleman, where you are, can the gentleman come now?
Yeah, you can come now. You gotta come now because we might have to be it look like we're flying out today.
I'm gonna call him now and tell him to come now where you are.
All right, no problem.
Thank you. God
All
bless.
right. So Pastor John, take it easy, my brother.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
All right. That's Pastor John on the inside. And we have to wrap things up. But before we do, we got a couple birthdays here. Or one actually, and then we have an urgent something to highlight. But let's get to the birthday. Good morning, Stephan. I'm asking God to please help. Yes, no. Oh, right. I'm asking God to please heal my wife, Monica Kishore. I'm asking everyone who are watching the show, please say a little prayer for her recovery. All right. So Kishore, Monica Kishore, of course, we wish you a speedy recovery. We hope that you recover from whatever you're ailing from. And I know the name because this is a name that has been, in the birthday segment for a while, for some years well. So I'm very, very familiar with the Kishores. So I wish you a speedy recovery and we'll say a little prayer for you today and hope that, you recover well. And let me see, can you please highlight on the morning show that Sam Bukad, Upper Santa Cruz has an infestation of giant African snails in the area. All right, so okay, they contacted the corporation to no avail. Also, water problems in Upper Santa Cruz area. All right, I will have to get that, or I will get that message on to Mr. X. All right, but yeah. Interesting. Infestation of giant African snails up in Sambuca, Upper Santa Cruz, and they have a water issue. So to anybody in public utilities, please get on that. Let me not say what I want to say now, but I know I realize that there are plenty little games going on, but nevertheless, let me end on a good note. If we are flying today and not tomorrow, let me take this opportunity to thank the Festivals Committee, once again, Antigua Festivals Committee and their Tourism Ministry and Minister for bringing us here to Antigua once again. I think this is the third straight year that I've been here to experience Antigua Carnival. It is growing. But I want to thank Baba, who was on just a little while ago, and of course, D-Life, but Baba for accommodating us, all right? I really, really want Baba to know that we appreciate everything that is extended to us during our stay here. He goes through a lot of trouble to, I would imagine, to make sure that we are as comfortable as we can be, all right? We also want to acknowledge the fine staff here, the wonderful staff here, the Siboney Beach Club, and we want to thank them for all the courtesies extended to us as well. We will have our final breakfast here this morning for this year, 2026, and hopefully we'll be back in 2027. But Antigua Carnival 2026 was definitely an experience. Marshall Montano jumped off the truck last night, and said, you know, he spoke to the live shortly during the coverage and things like that. The mass was, you know, beautiful. And of course, the band's insane. And I think it is Mist and a couple others, as well as the T-shirt mass and the Monday mass and everything that took place. And we got the opportunity to experience here in Antigua. Fantastic. Of course, Melton Pot lived up to the hype again this year, surpassing last year's expectations. Rise was another terrific event. That was a big Juve event. Not Juve event, but a kind of a paint and water powder event, early morning kind of Juve party event over the weekend. Panorama, the Calypso Monarch, the Party Monarch, everything that took place in Antigua during the course of our stay. We want to thank, of course, everybody that played a part in accommodating us again. And it's been a pleasure to do Breaking Dawn from the Siboney Beach Club. Once again, it's always fantastic to come here and execute the show. I thought we would have had an extra day, but there seemed to be some sort of mix-up with the dates, so I will not get to soak in the water. I know I should have taken the opportunity when I came in the first day, you know. I blame Chris. I blame that on Chris. Anyway, we are out from Antigua for today. And we will see you soon, as we should be back in studio come tomorrow. Mr. Ramkumar Narayan Singh, we'll have to talk to him and let him know he's a in-house interview he's doing. So until tomorrow, people, have a great day. That's it for us from Antigua. Until tomorrow. Goodbye.